What's up? Welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk to you about the reasons why you should borrow money to invest in real estate. Now, some people believe that they should buy their properties outright and have no debt, but I really think that debt is such a powerful investing tool that we can use to our advantage. And here's a few reasons why I think it works really well in real estate. Just before I get started in that, my name is Tess. I've been a real estate investor for about 10 years. In the link below, I have my free report, 7 biggest things to consider before you buy your first investment property. It's kind of a report on all the mistakes that I've made and lessons I've learned along the way. So I hope that you getting it will save you a lot of time and money in your investing journey. So the first reason why I think we should use leverage to finance our investment properties is because it's relatively easy to do. I mean, not many people are buying their properties in cash outright. So just right then and there, the banks are used to it, we're used to it. Using leverage in other asset classes is possible, but it's a bit more of a complicated strategy, and it's not as mainstream as it is with real estate. So the first reason is that it's relatively simple and straightforward and easy to do. So the second reason why you should borrow money to invest in real estate is because you have a lot of control over real estate. So as an investment, it's one of the reasons why I love real estate is because you have so much control over it. Whereas I don't know, if I buy a stock in Apple, I have no control over what their plans are for the next quarter or who they're going to hire as their next CEO. When I buy an investment property, I have control over so many things. I have control over who are going to be my tenants. I have control over the repairs and how I maintain the property. If I buy a property that's a fixer-upper, I'm able to add value to that property by fixing it up and therefore forcing appreciation and building my equity that way. So there's just many ways that you can really control the asset, which isn't found in other asset classes. So the third reason why I think that is really smart to borrow money to invest in real estate is because that borrowed money is actually not even getting paid down by you. That's getting paid down by your tenants. So every single month, your tenants are paying down that debt, which is increasing your equity and increasing your net worth. And it's one of the best ways to grow your wealth through real estate investing is to have leverage and have that leverage being paid off by your tenants. So on the topic of leverage, the power of leverage is so strong, and I think it's probably the number one reason why real estate outperforms other asset classes is because we're able to use leverage. So on a traditional mortgage, you would be putting down on an investment property, let's say 20%, and leveraging 80% of the property. So you put down 20%, but you're still able to control 100% of that asset. So just to use an example, if you have a $300,000 property and you buy it outright in cash, you have zero debt on it, and that property appreciates 3% in a year, your return on your investment in that property is 3%. So if you take that same property and you put down 20% and you leverage 80% of the property, that same property in 1 year appreciating 3%, your return actually is 15%. Now, I hope I'm not losing you with the numbers here, but essentially because you're using leverage and you only have put down a fifth of what the property is worth, and you've leveraged the rest, but you're still getting benefit on 100% of that asset, your returns go from 3% to 15%. And that is a huge jump, and that will get you to your financial freedom goals so much faster than if you had just bought that property outright. So for that reason, I think borrowing money to invest in real estate is the best decision that you can make, and it's such a huge tool that we have to our disposal that I think we need to take advantage of. So I hope you got value from today's video. Don't forget to grab your free report below, the 7 biggest things to consider before you buy your first investment property, and I'll see you on the next video.